Hello everyone, welcome back to Slingshire Homestead. Anna's playing on the woodpile and chasing things, and I'm here working with the egress window well. I made an absolute beast of a cut on the foam. My only recommendation is, with all the fuzzies, you probably can see some of them, you see those little pink bits, is that if you're going to cut out fuzzies with a circular saw, see them all on here, wear a respirator or like an N95. Because I had to hold my breath in between cuts and then like walk away as they wafted through the air. Anyway, got this all cut out. That's almost exactly where that needs to sit. That line is flush all the way across. And we marked the center of our plate here for the window. And what we'll do is we'll get some bricks and we'll make it level with the top or the bottom of this. And then we'll set that in and screw it in all the way up on the sides. Where this should come out is that it should sit, the edge of this should sit right here, so we'll be screwing in right about there. And then this comes out to start curving around about 2 inches past the window well. So that's what we got going. Hopefully that all works out okay. I was getting the cut done today on the foam. And then once this is all on, what I'm gonna do is probably take some of this foam back. We'll save that, we'll put it somewhere. And then we'll probably put that back in against the spots where that window well isn't touching. But I wanted to cut all that out to make sure that I could get everything in there the way it's supposed to go in. So I'll get back to you guys when I get a little bit further along on this. But for now, that's what we got. The measurement came out really nice. And then eventually we'll attach that to the house using some 5.5-inch wedge anchors here. And we'll have to get a specialty drill bit for that, because these are 1/2 inch beasts. I'll need a 1/2 inch drill bit, masonry drill bit for that. So that's what we got right now. I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to take my tools and get those put away for today, and hopefully we'll get this project done over the weekend. And then our next project is in there. We got to get the stairwell. This is the opening for the stairwell. We're going to frame that out and then hopefully go up to where that hole is in the ceiling of the basement. So we'll see you back here in a bit, hopefully with the egress window well installed. That'd be great. So Maddie is crawling out of the window well hole. She was on the inside while I was installing these guys right here. Our tap bolts, our wedge anchors. And here. You got her? Oh, your phone just fell. And we got 4 of them in. We got the top 2, and we started on one of the corners. And after we got a corner in, we stuck a level up on the top, and then we got this one in while it was level. When you are up on a ladder, drilling is the worst. And when you're inside the thing and somebody's drilling, it's the loudest experience in a while. But the good thing is, hold on. The good thing is, if I grab my level here, and we put it up here, let's see how close I can get without falling in. We are pretty darn good going across. So if I put that one there, and I put that one here, right on. So we did a great job. My foam cut from the other day was a little lopsided, and that was okay. But what we'll do now is we'll go back, put this foam back into this top section, and in the bottom down there we'll also put that foam back in. On the edges we won't, because there's going to have to be a windowsill or a window that'll come out that far. But as far as the actual thing here, the window well, we are done pretty much with this. The only thing we got to do, Maddie's got to do, right, to the best of your ability, if you can't, it's okay, is put in 2 more bolts on each side. So one kind of like 5 or 6 pegs up, and another one 5 or 6 pegs up, so you got 4 on each side. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes essentially. We'll put one in, which is perfect. And then once those are locked in, then the window well will be done. And that'll be the last thing that we as general people need to do on the outside of this particular wall. We'll fill that with foam, and then we should be a-okay.
Until we get the windows.
till we get the windows themselves, and then we'll drop the window itself through the top of that hole, and then we can work on the actual window when we put it in. Same with these. That's the other thing I wanted to show you guys. They started sheeting things today. Looks quite nice. So now that that's all kind of squared away here, we should have no issues in the coming weeks working on it the way we want to work on it. But this all worked out pretty good. I'm thoroughly impressed with how things are turning out right now. To be able to get that giant window well up ourselves, that's I want to say a 5-foot tall window well.
It's a punishment I don't wish on anyone.
Maddie says it's a punishment she doesn't wish on anyone, and I don't blame her.
Pretty sure if it's quiet enough, I have acute tinnitus.
Really?
Between this and the 2 gunshots I've had.
Ah.
Around my
So you got to make sure you bring earplugs everywhere. My ears are like partially plugged because I have a bunch of wax in them today. So Maddie's going to finish this all up. We'll come back to this when we eventually start putting the window in, but I wanted to give you guys how the process on how we did that. We kind of just blocked it up, and then we flopped it from here. We flopped it upright like that, and then after it was upright, we got it on with the first bolt in the corner, put the level on the top, got the second bolt in, and then after that, we took those blocks all out because we didn't need them. The actual corrugated metal held itself up. So we'll come back to this when we get 4 more bolts in, and then we should be good to go, right? Maddie's not looking forward to that job. It's the wants tos and the gots tos of being your own builder. So anyway,
I think I can get the ones closer to the bottom.
Yeah, the ones closer to the bottom should be okay. The ones on the top, you're gonna have to go on a ladder for, or the step stool for, and push into it to get it to go. But not too bad. So we'll come back to it, we'll get those 4 bolts in, and then hopefully by this time next week, we'll start having backfill. And if that's the case, this will probably be filled up to around here. Probably about 3-4 inches from the top of that screen there, or the metal well. And then at that point, we'll be good to go. So is drilling hard? The answer to that question was yes.
It is when it only goes in 1 inch every time you go for a push.
Yep. Those top ones are the worst.
And the ladder's uncomfortable. I hate solo step.
Sorry.
I like it
when there's the double one.
When there's 2.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back when this is done. Okay. What is this? Day 4 of this week? They've gotten quite a bit more done.
Yeah.
They put the, what is that? Sheathing on.
Yeah.
I think 3 sides, most of 3 sides. But you can see that there's no longer holes in that anymore. And they've actually been cutting out the spots for the windows and doors too. That's really awesome. That means that when we eventually go ahead and do that, I don't have to worry about that stuff being in the way and me having to route it out myself. But this is how far they are today. I figure I'll give you a quick walk around because Maddie and I got to go take a shower here. And we actually came up here today to take care of that beast. You see that thing hanging off the side? Our egress window well is pretty much in. We've got to put 4 more bolts in it. We've got the corners secured on all 4 corners, and then 2 more bolts each side. So 2 here, 2 here. It's a 5-foot high window well, so it'll be around 16 inches every bolt, which is perfect for us. So that's the update for today. Nothing else really on the inside. Looking pretty good. And hopefully this weekend, my family, mom and dad, are coming over to help us do the stairs to hopefully get from the bottom of the basement all the way up into there. That'd be really great. So we'll see you in a bit. Probably with our day 5 video for the end of the week. And then I'll probably chop it there, and you guys will have to wait another few days to get another one. Pretty good progress in 2 weeks. Lots of progress in 2 weeks. Framing usually goes fast though, so that's good. So we'll see you tomorrow with our last little update. Till then. Ta-da! So we're tightening up the last bolts right now, but you can see them. One on the top, 3 open, one next one, next one, next one, bottom one. All of the bolts. Got all those in. And so much for getting a nice drill bit. Let me show you guys this. Look at how, you guys probably can't see that.
You almost need diamond tip.
Look at how chewed up that drill bit is. It's like broken in half here in a couple spots. Carbide tipped, but like at what cost? Bosch drill bit from Menards did not even last. Masonry drill bit from Menards did not even last 10 frickin' bolts.
You almost need like diamond tipped.
Right? But this is what it's meant for. Carbide tipped.
We're supposed to use something like that tomorrow when we're putting on the floor plates for the stairs.
Yep. It's a smaller one though, so it'll go in a little easier, but it still shouldn't be that hard to do. I'm happy we're pretty much done with this now though.
Yeah.
And here's hoping the inspector is all good with how we did this. But 5 that hold 1,000 pounds each, that should be good. I think this would actually collapse before it actually broke those bolts. So that is the end of our window well saga. Maddie's just tightening up the bolts now to make sure those are all on. And we are done with that. So the next step with this is actually going to be to clear out the bottom section. And then once it's backfilled up to the level of the bottom of this, we actually are going to take rock and dump it from the inside window here down into that pit to fill this up with rock. That way if we get water in it, it'll drain down into the drain tile and then head out. So that is our next step, but we got to wait until we backfill for that.
Next week.
Next week, hopefully. So, till then, thanks for watching this update. This is how to put in an egress window well. Not too terrible. If you have any questions on this, please ask those questions down in the comments. If I get any on this particular one, I can hopefully give you some pointers and advice. Granted, I'm not an expert, but we did learn a lot putting this in ourselves.
I would recommend at least 3 people.
Yeah, for the size window well we have, Maddie said I would recommend at least 3 people. That's probably fair. But 2 was the minimum for sure. I don't think one person could do this unless they were like really, really adamant about putting this on themselves.
Or if they had all of the machinery you could ever want at your disposal.
Yeah, if
this was level and you had like a forklift or something just to hold this up for you.
Yeah, if you had a forklift to hold that up, it'd be really easy. But we did not. We made do. We piled this stuff up to get it to the height we wanted and then leveled her out from there.
Screw you, window well.
Now it's done though, so we'll be good. If you like what we do here at Sterlingshire Homestead, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. That helps the channel. And it helps buy food for Anna because we give her treats when we get likes and subscribes as rewards.
For every like, she gets a treat.
There you go. For every like, she gets a treat.
Her treat happiness is dependent on you.
Not literally, but yes. Like an ASPCA commercial. Start playing Sarah McLachlan and
No.
Just for one dog. Not for all the dogs, just one dog.
She gets plenty of treats, but for every like, she'll get an additional treat.
Yes, for sure. But if you like what we do, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you really want to support us, there's a merchandise link down below in the description. You can buy some merch and help support us here at Sterlingshire Homestead. So, from Isaac, Maddie, and Anna, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.